You know, I wonder also over the course of a couple of years, the sorts of things that you might implement, let's say at the beginning of your tenure 2 years ago, the technology that was relevant, the methods that you might use, they themselves will evolve as time marshals on. So as 2020 became 2021, you may have weapons in your arsenal that become relevant for this. So I wonder, from a planning perspective, how things evolved, and even if you don't mind adding to that, what was your process of kind of understanding the needs of the various constituents you would be serving in order to determine what technology to bring to life?
Well, maybe I'll start from the end. We attempt to work closely with stakeholders, so functional area leaders in the organizing committees. We have a business development team that is located on the ground. We had a team in Tokyo, we have a team in Beijing, we have a team in Paris. That work with the organizing committees and try to get to know them as intimately as possible to identify the places where technology could play a role. We have an ongoing relationship, of course, with the International Olympic Committee and the different stakeholders within that, and very deeply with the Olympic Broadcasting Service, which are obviously a big users of technology and really appreciate innovation and try to drive innovation forward. We have been doing actually some really interesting projects with for Tokyo and even more so beyond. So one is just engagement and outreach and developing relationships, traditional partnership approaches, I suppose. From there, I think we try to map to our known roadmaps. In many cases, we have to work with existing technology and base solutions on that. And then as we get closer and we pick the opportunities to upgrade certain parts with the latest technology within the risk profile that a solution is willing to accept. So in some cases, if it really is going to affect things that are, it's a make or break type of thing, we probably would be a little more conservative. If it's something that is more of a value add and can take more risk, we'll be more aggressive. But we did in a couple of places, upgrade servers to higher performance servers, as an example. Or maybe in other cases, we didn't integrate new sensors because it would have been too disruptive to a certain application. Even though since the time we developed the architecture for a solution, we've developed it further outside of Olympics. And by games time, we weren't able to really catch up all of that because of the risk and complexity of integrating new stuff into an environment that really has to become very stable.